Hold up. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Well, not that Wilfried Zaha has gone to Arsenal, but we have put a £100 million price tag on Will Zaha. And if you are wondering why my tongue's blue, just I've had a slushy, so don't ask why. But yeah, £100 million price tag on Wilfried Zaha. Yeah, we actually have. It's true. It's on social media. It's trending on Instagram and that. You know, people just sort of talking about it. A lot of Arsenal fans, such as Robbie, who by the way uploaded a video this morning, were a little bit outraged and kind of disgusted, if I can be honest with you. He even said on his title it's ridiculous, and I personally do think that is ridiculous, not just from a Palace fan's point of view, but from an Arsenal fan's point of view as well. Now, obviously, he is heavily linked to Arsenal. He's kind of annoyed a lot of Palace fans, you know, because he came out and said a month ago, or over a month ago even, that he said, I want to leave Palace to play Champions League football. That's what he specifically said. He wanted to leave Crystal Palace to play Champions League football. Fast forward a month later, he comes up with a load of rubbish and says, "Oh, I want to go to Arsenal." You know, he just sort of he pleaded with Crystal Palace that he wanted to go to Arsenal because he supported them when they were a kid. He supported Arsenal when they were a kid. What a load of absolute rubbish! Yeah, we raised you. Yeah, not even raised you more. Like we made you into the player you are. We've brought you up, and you're saying you supported Arsenal when you were a kid. Why don't you go and play for the Arsenal reserves? Yeah. Why don't you go and play for the Arsenal's under 18s, under 14s? Why don't you start off in the academy, for God's sake? Yeah? It just makes no sense that you come out and said that. He's been at Palace all his career. Yes, he went to United and he was on loan at Cardiff for a bit. But you've mainly been at Palace since 2009 or something. I don't even know, maybe even more. I don't even know how long he's been at the club, like 2005 or something like that. He made his debut in 2009, for God's sake. But if I could be honest with you, that the amount of money that guy gets paid at Palace, he gets paid at least, I would say, good 120 grand a week, 20,000 grand a week. Benteke does get paid more, but he's Benteke and he was signing for more than Zaha, you know. And the reason why players like, I would say, Balassi and even Naran Wan-Bissaka have left is because they were getting paid like around at least just under 50,000 grand, which for me, I personally think we should offer Bissaka a new contract. Bissaka, fucking hell, I can't even speak properly. But, you know, it is quite aggravating that a player of his calibre, he is a Palace fan, you know, he gives his heart every every season to the club and that. You know, he works his arse off. He's our talisman, there's no question about it. But my question is, and even my dad was telling me this a few minutes ago, or a few hours ago actually, I think, you know, should we bite the bullet? Should we bite the bullet and sell Zaha? Should we just get rid of him? Yeah? Do you really, really want a player at Crystal Palace, a player of his calibre, and a player who has a reputation of losing his mind and having a bit of a temper tantrum on the pitch? Do you want to play like that at your club? Yeah? Do you really, really want to play like that at your club and that? You know, because I have a feeling if we do keep hold of him and if we don't sell him for around 100 mil, whatever we want for him and that, or the money that, you know, we may be forced to sell him for, like 50 mil, 60, or even 70 for God's sake. I mean, for me, I would take 70 mil for him, not 100 mil. Yeah, I definitely would take it, but that's not possible. 70 mil, I think, is a limit for a club like Arsenal if they do sell a lot of. I mean, I want to get to Arsenal in a minute, but the problem is mentally when he's playing, he's not going to have the attitude, he's not going to have the intensity, he's not going to have that vibe inside him to play for Palace. His mind will be somewhere else, because he might be expecting, you know, if he does play for Palace at the beginning of the season, or if he doesn't get his move to Arsenal, in his mind mentally, he'll be thinking, I should be an Arsenal player, I should be playing somewhere else. His mind's not going to be on Palace, and I just personally think if he don't start, he's probably good. You know, he's not going to probably play well. And a lot of Palace fans and people in general, even pundits like Shearer and Ian Wright themselves, will get pretty annoyed and a little pissed off about it. But if I could, you know, sorry about that. He just, for me, I don't know. I think he just needs a move. He's been at the club for 5 years. If he stays at Palace, this will be his 6th consecutive season as a player, as a whole, and that. You know, when he came back in 2014, you know, from Man United, I believe. You know, this would be his 6th season at the club if he was to stay. But I think we just need to get rid of him. I think we need a fresh start. We need to not rely on him. We just keep relying on him every season. It's like, are we called Zaha FC or something like that? We're Crystal Palace. Just I think it's time to just bite the bullet and let him go for as much money as we can. Hold out. I don't think we'll sell him for 100 mil. I think it'll be like 70 or at least 60 mil, to be honest. I was chatting with a few Arsenal fans, and they were saying he's not worth 100 mil, and they were just saying, even speaking of Arsenal, actually, they got a 40 million transfer budget to spend in this transfer window. They can increase that by selling players. They're rumoured to be selling Torreira. Aubameyang's rumoured as well. I don't think they'll go anyway, but these are players that are rumoured to be sold. They've already lost a few players like Ramsey, Czech, and Jenkinson, and others, etc. You know what I mean? And even Elneny and Lichtsteiner, I think. Yeah, I might be wrong, but it's just I just can't see them. I don't know how Arsenal are going to sign them unless they sell some of their top players or whatever. They ain't getting near him. We want to. I think the minimum we could possibly Arsenal could probably get him for, and that we would want him for, that's fair, is at least 70 mil personally. Not 100 mil, that's too much, that's out of this world, but he's not going nowhere. I don't know why Palace fans are saying, how is he, I was even like chatting to a few on Instagram and that in front of me, and they were saying he's definitely going, Wolf, and I'm like to them, how is he going to go? Look at Arsenal's transfer budget, look at the money they've got, look at the position there, look at the predicament, look at the chairman, look at the board. I'm even thinking to Zaha, why would you go to Arsenal? The state they're in as a club is immense. 40 million transfer budget for a club like Arsenal. Look at the players they've had in the past, like Vieira, Henry, Bergkamp, Ian Wright, and etc. The birds getting on my flipping nerves. But listen, I personally hope he stays. I don't know. It would be nice if he did stay, but there's half of me that thinks, oh, keep him, and the other half is like, no, we need to sell him and move on as a club. We need to legit sell him and move on as a club and that, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Let's just I just mainly hope that he just stays at Palace. I don't even know, to be honest. I just sort of really. I mean, if we were to sell him for 100 million, great. That would be all right. But the problem is, there's only a month before the transfer window shuts, because it closes before the season for some stupid reason. It's a deal we agreed a year ago, and now it's a Premier League form, and that, you know what I mean? If Arsenal accept 100 mil or 70 mil or whatever, the problem is, who are we going to replace Zaha? We could have anyone to replace. We have the money, but we ain't going to have no players, you know what I mean? When you've got a chairman like Parrish who spends more time flexing himself at the gym, like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or Rocky, whatever the fuck it is, and that. And along with him going away to New York and not even doing anything, what kind of what attitude from a chairman's point of view is that? Do you know what I mean? What kind of role model and example does that give to Palace as a club? Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't think Parrish is good enough for the Premier League. Not just for us as a club, but in the Premier League in general, with the money. Look at Fulham. I mean, yes, they went down, but they had a load of money. Newcastle, I think they've got new owners as well. Wolves, Leicester as well. These clubs could overtake us, and if we don't watch ourselves, even Aston Villa as well coming up, they've got a lot of money in the bag as well. We need to really act fast. We are rumoured to be selling the club on soon. I don't even know. I don't think it's true. I don't even know if we're going to do it or not. Maybe in a year's time, or maybe Christmas or whatever. I don't even know, to be honest. But there are rumours saying that Parrish may sell the club to some Asian owner and that, I believe. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing and that on the internet and rumours from what I've seen. But do I think it's true? I really don't know. I really don't know. I think that would be good for the club. If we get the stadium stand built, the new one at Palace, for the main stand and that, if we sell Zaha, if Parrish sells the club and then only puts a lot of money, then I think a lot of changes will take place. But if I can be honest with you, it's so hard to buck his ideas up and keep his mouth shut. I mean, why can't he just say, look, I'm staying at Palace? That would just shut everything up and just Arsenal just get lost. That's what I've got to say. Why can't, and then, maybe we could just use that Wan-Bissaka money to get 2 good quality players, and maybe use the money we currently have on the TV, the Premier League and that, and as a club, as a unit and that, to spend on other good players. That would just cheer me up. I just want a calm season, just us finishing mid-table. I don't think, I think if we get Europa League or Champions League, it's going to be really tough for us as a unit or something like that, but I don't think it will happen, do you know what I mean? Really funny that. If we get relegated, then I guess I'm getting a Saturday job. I ain't watching Championship football. We belong in the Prem, not the Championship. So yeah, there it is. But let me know in the comment section down below, will Zaha go to Arsenal or will he stay at Palace? Is he worth 100 mil or should we let him go for 60 to 70 mil like I said, you know what I mean? I think we should sell it. I think 70 mil will just be enough, that'll be fine for us. Although the problem is 25% of that will go to Man United, so we'll probably end up with 60 mil. But it's the way it is. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, we just need to find out. I don't think he'll go the predicament Arsenal are in. No other clubs are interested in him. He won't go back to United. Tottenham don't need him. City and Liverpool aren't going to tolerate the way he plays sometimes. Chelsea have that transfer ban. He ain't going to go abroad. He's not going to go to any other club outside the top 6. As he even said, he wants to play Champions League football, so that's no question. One other thing I will say, I mean, if Arsenal were to buy him or any other club were to buy him, even Dortmund were interested in him at one point. The amount of times I've seen him at Palace and he plays and he loses the ball, he doesn't work hard to go and get it back. The amount of times he stands back and don't defend and gets really exposed, not just on his side, the side that he's on, but as a team, it's maybe predominantly because of him in a way. It's like we've got about 9 defenders at times, not a full 11 not a full 10 defending, 10 outfield players plus a goalkeeper, whatever, you know what I mean. That is the problem. That's the downside of him. That may cost him a bit in it. That's why no big club hasn't really come in for him, because they probably looked at the way he's playing sometimes overall to see. He had patches last season when like 4 months without getting a goal. 4.5, something like that. It's ridiculous, to be honest. But look, I don't think he'll go. But yeah, just let me know. Just let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Even leave, but yeah, I don't think he'll leave, to be honest. And if he does, I'd be amazed. I want to really find out how much money we may be selling him for. I don't know. It really depends. But what I'm gonna say is just hope Palace sign a few players. I can't, at the moment it doesn't look like we are, but who knows? Who knows? We do have the money. We sold Basaka and the money we have. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Please leave that bell on, click that bell for notifications so you know when I've uploaded a video every time. The last time I uploaded a video was on Wan-Bissaka, having a medical at United and signing for them and that, etc. I got like 1.6k views in that. Insane amount of views on my channel, so cheers for that, cheers for the likes as well. Leave a comment down below on your opinions, the money in that, what about Zaha, about Arsenal in general. What other clubs could he possibly go to that have Champions League football, not Europa League, or the fact that they've got a transfer ban, like Chelsea for example. Instagram, Twitter, with Snapchat links and my email for business inquiries or in the description below. See you guys in the next video, which will be football challenges coming out soon. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Are you happy now?